The other thing coming up is Teach Them Diligently 2025. Now, if you guys have not ever heard of Teach Them Diligently, you should. If your wife has never been
You
to Teach Them
have now.
Diligently, you have now, yeah. Uh, if your wife's never been there and you guys homeschool, you guys need to go to at least one with an open mind. It's it's great. It is a Christian centric uh, home event, so they do a little bit of worship over there as well, which is great. I love it. But it's a great resource for homeschool families to attend. It's a 3-day event. Let me pull it up here. They have several different locations. The one near me is in Branson. You know the other locations off the top of your head?
Believe Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge, and then we have what's the other one? The other one is Dayton, Ohio.
That's right.
So they have Dayton, Ohio, March 20th through 22nd. They have Pigeon Forge, May 8th through the 10th, and they have Branson, the 15th through the 17th. Oh, and
Yep.
there's more. Sorry. There's Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia, which is
Uh,
31st through the 2nd, and
that's
that's as
new
far as
for
the
them.
list goes. Yeah, so they're expanding. They when we first started going, they only had, I think, one location, maybe two.
Yeah, it was
That
two.
was
Yeah, when we first were getting involved with them.
yeah.
So
We started with them and they were in Tennessee. Where was it in Tennessee? I can't remember. It was someplace, but we were at the Gaylord Opryland Resort. That was
oh, that's a fun
awesome.
place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we that was my favorite place to go because it was just, you know, I felt like I was treating myself. We had the internal little rainforest thing with the nice
Yeah.
steak dinners. We went to a nice steak restaurant was inside there, and it was just really fun. It was nice to get away from. We didn't take the kids with us, and my sister watched the kids at home, so we were able to have a nice little date weekend away or something. And up
Yeah.
until this year coming up, we have never taken our kids to this. We are taking our kids with us on a 2025 Branson trip, and I'm
You helped convince
excited.
to
Yeah,
bring
it's
your
your
kids
fault actually, because you
here.
show up.
It is.
I met you at this
Yeah.
last one, and you had your kids
Yep.
with you, and they're having a good time. And my wife and I looked at each other, and we're like, "Yeah, our kids will probably have fun too." And
Yeah.
that was the end of Dad's vacation with Mom.
Yeah. So they
Ever
do.
again.
They do. I'm sorry.
Ever
They
again.
do. They have a great program for younger kids. Go and do it's for lack of a better way of explaining it, it's almost like a VBS.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's probably too cheesy of an explanation, uh, depending on your experience with VBS. But it's a great program for kids. And then the teenagers have a separate thing where they bring in some leaders from I forget which college, but a bunch of college students come and spend the week or the weekend with the teenagers, and it's almost kind of like a weekend retreat kind
Hmm.
of thing where they do songs and games, and
A
they have a
play
speaker up
too,
there.
right?
Yeah, and they put together like a little production. I think it was a small, just kind of goofy, fun
Yeah.
thing, but it's like summer camp type activities, and our kids both loved those things. So it's an opportunity for mom and dad then can focus
Hmm.
if you decide to opt in to have your kids a there with you, and then b if you put them in these programs, you still can have those chances to go into the all the different things. We've gone to a few different homeschool gatherings, conferences over the years. This one has been our favorite, where we've found some of the other ones. There is the value for this, and especially if you're new and trying to sift through how to homeschool. Some of the other conferences we've been to, a lot of the courses, the breakout sessions are how to do curriculum
Hmm.
this subject, how to do curriculum this subject, and those are great. We find Teach Them Diligently has those components are there, but the breakout sessions we've gone to, it's our experience has been we're going to pour into you to help basically disciple and help you grow as a parent, because we
Hmm.
realize the education your children are going to receive is only going to be as good as the lead learner in the home, which is you. And if we can pour into you and help equip you, help you heal something you're being challenged with, you're going to be a better educator in your home. And man, it's been just such a feeding opportunity for us whenever we've gotten to be at Teach Them Diligently. Can't recommend it highly enough. We love it. And yeah, Branson 2025.
Woohoo! We already got our condo. We did a VRBO or whatever it's called, and I think we're in the same complex you guys are at.
You
So it's
guys
gonna be.
hopped in, yeah. So we'll have to cook some meals or something
Oh
together.
yeah, I'm
Keep
excited. We usually
steak.
just get a
Do that
hotel.
steak you were talking about.
Steak, yeah. We uh we usually just do like a hotel and that's it. But this time we have a full kitchen inside of our place, so I'm actually looking forward to getting the ingredients for like pancakes and eggs and bacon and sausage, and every morning cooking something for the family. It's just gonna be fun
Yeah,
or terrible. That's two
right.
options. It's gonna be a disaster or it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
It's just because it's the first time taking kids anywhere. And we got four, so going any road trip with our family, it's always an adventure in the hotel room because I don't know if you know this or not, but most hotel rooms aren't suited for six people. Yeah, so it's always fun. Um, we mentioned the speakers there, and he's right. The sessions range from like how to manage your stress as a homeschool parent, how to plan your curriculum, what curriculum's best, what history curriculum to pick, and they go in depth on several different kinds, and they walk you through it.
yeah,
I went to an awesome one last year, and it was cinema and homeschooling and history. So this guy went through all these like
yeah,
war and films, and I have a notebook still full of movies I'm going to watch still. I'm going through. I'm slow at this one because I have other priorities right now, but I have a list of like Civil War movies I never even heard of. I'm gonna have to watch. So
yeah.
it's kind of cool. And then they have a lot of motivational type things like keeping you going because some people come there like on their wits end, like ragged, like I don't think I can do this another year, and
Yeah.
this really helps them figure out their curriculums, figure out a new strategy, gives them hope. It's like I said, it's biblical backed, so a lot of praying for people. And there's a t-shirt company there that we always enjoy. It's a little small a thing that they always do. They're always there. I can't remember what their name is, but whenever you buy from them, they'll sit there and pray over you with their product.
Mm.
You purchase it and they pray over you and they ask you about you and they're very personable. That's a pretty cool experience. Um, their shirts always seem to shrink in the wash on me. I'm not sure why. It's just like belly shirts after the first day.
Oh no.
But it's I'm sure it's not their product. My wife keeps on telling me it's you, it's not their shirt.
I said those all those pancake breakfasts.
Yeah, it's probably the steak and eggs.
Which, speaking of, there is a men's breakfast on one of the
Yes.
mornings that I got to go to that last year, and it was just men get together, pray over each other, and encourage each other, just like we are trying to do here on our podcast. Encourage dads to be involved. You can do this. You may not feel like you're an expert educator. You don't have to be,
Mm-mm.
but be
Nope.
involved. And this is the men's breakfast. It's a great time to have some really good food. Um, but yeah, pray together and encourage each other. So if you wind up at Teach Them Diligently at any of their locations, all you dads out there, jump in, meet some other dads, rub elbows, encourage each other,
You
make
won't
yourself
regret it.
better.
You won't regret
No,
it. It's
absolutely
always a
not.
good experience. And they have speakers like good name speakers too. Like this year coming up, Ken Ham, Dr. Jeff Myers, Heidi St. John, Ginger Hubbard. Like they're kind of most of them are standards. They're almost there every year. It's great to see them. Todd Wilson, a bunch of other people, Kathleen Cook. Yeah, so a lot of good people. The whole list I'm not going to scroll through and read, but it's great people to really not only listen to, but also they have a vendor hall, and most of these people have booths, and you can go down there and rub elbows with them, like you just said. You can really get involved. You can exchange numbers, be awkward with them if you want to. Ask them for their personal phone number, see if they give it to you, and then you can stay in touch all year long and bug them. Hey,
And especially any of you who maybe somehow stumbled upon us and you're new at this and you're trying to figure it out, go to one of these, whether it's Teach Them Diligently or someone else, and you're like, I don't know where to start finding curriculum.
yes,
Any of these conferences, find one that you can get to in your area. There's lots of different organizations that do conferences. They pop up all over the country. Go to the expo hall, There's so much curriculum that you can ask questions. And our experience has been, even if we don't land on someone specifically, when we're talking to them at their booth, like they love to brainstorm and talk about, okay, what is your family into, and helping brainstorm what's going to work for you. Because
Hmm.
every home is set up different, and that's where we've had the most success in figuring out what we're going to do, is going to these expo halls and shopping up and down the aisles, shopping in a sense of, well, we're going to pick this one, we like them, and there's just so many options to get to talk to and look at. It's great.
I mean, you're gonna have like 3 or 4 or more online art curriculums sitting in that location. Like, and you go there and they have like demo booths. You can see their curriculum. You can open it up.
How we found creating a masterpiece. That's since
Yes,
I finally remembered who that was.
and they have like the music curriculums. You have like, uh, I know. I always see every year there's like violins hanging off of a stand on one of the exhibit booths, and it's a music curriculum for online learning to play an instrument. They have different groups that show there that what's that one? Not the Boy Scouts, but the Trail Life. Trail Life
Uh-huh.
usually has a big setup there, and they're trying to promote trail life in your area. Which I also recommend if you want to get out there as a dad with your son, if you have a son. Trail life is excellent. It's the better option in my opinion than Boy Scouts. It's Christian focused at the core. Its message is being one with the environment around you, because we're stewards of God's creation, and they have really good messages, and really strengthen the bond of father and son, in what you do
Yep.
in the pitch. Anyways, the a lot of different booths and stuff you can go around and find whatever you're looking for, technology based, outdoorsy based. We bought a science kit. You can buy like the the frogs and the entire what are they called when you take it apart? I can't remember. The dissection kits.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like they have all those kits there. They have resources like a little telescope, a little microscope, all those things. Rock samples to learn about rocks.
Yeah.
Entire science kits. So yeah, highly recommended. Don't miss out. Please go. And if you see
Yeah.
us there, I'm I didn't tell Jimmy this yet, but I fully plan to have dad schooled paraphernalia for
Uh,
every single day we're there,
yeah.
and I'm just gonna walk around like a big billboard. So if you see me walking around, come up and say hi. If you see a goofy guy wearing stuff and you never even heard of this podcast and you're just now hearing it after you saw me there, that's why you saw me there, because I had that on.
Just
So
look for the big billboard.
big billboard. Yep.